Hello and welcome to HW News. Before we begin this video, watch this clip first.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I urge upon the government to declare coronavirus as national disaster. Speaker, sir, we have to announce as a national disaster due to coronavirus affecting the whole nation. A zero revenue situation will definitely impact the repayment of loans. I urge the government to reschedule the loan payment of small businessmen and individual at least for 3 months. Daily wages have been the worst affected. I urge upon the government to pay a minimum of 2,000 per family from the National Disaster Fund. Sir, 1 minute. GST should be waived off for all the sectors for the period of till the disaster is over. Essential goods and commodities have become scarce, and there have been reports that wholesale markets have been closed as a result.
I want all of those watching this video today to remember him. This is H. Vasant Kumar, an MP from Tamil Nadu's Kanyakumari, a Congress MP from South India. On 20th of March, 2 days before the Janata curfew that was imposed for a day as a pre-test of the 3-month-long lockdown, H. Vasant Kumar talked about coronavirus inside the parliament. At that time, the COVID cases were some few hundreds in the country. He talks about declaring it a national disaster. He proposed loan moratorium for individuals and small businessmen for 3 months, which the government announced days after the lockdown was imposed finally. He proposed 2,000 rupees to be given to daily wage laborers. He called for GST waiver. He spoke of shortfall of food and broken supply chain. He spoke about increasing prices of sanitizers and masks, etc. This man, the visionary MP from Kanyakumari, this day would have been in I told you so moment, looking at the mess of our COVID-19 response and ignoring his warnings, but he is not. Because Mr. H. Vasant Kumar has died of COVID-19. He succumbed to the infection. On August 10, his reports turned out to be positive for COVID-19, and after he contracted severe pneumonia. And on Friday, he died. He is survived by his wife, 2 sons and a daughter. His story is that of a person who had humble beginnings but went on to create a good life not only for himself but many around him. He started off as a salesman, then went on to start his own retail chain of home appliances. And if you don't know about it, these appliances that we are now purchasing on EMI, Vasant Kumar was one of the earliest businessmen in India to identify how this payment system can change consumer purchase pattern. He then started his own Tamil satellite television network called Vasant TV in 2008. He was the working president of Tamil Nadu Congress and twice was an MLA before becoming MP. He stood in the parliament that day and warned the government he wanted some steps to be taken on his suggestions. And what was the response from the speaker? He cut him off in the middle of his speech and said, "Mic band." So I want you to remember that this man warned us of everything that could go wrong because of coronavirus pandemic, but he wasn't even given 5 minutes to speak, or he was not even taken seriously by either the ruling party or even the Lok Sabha speaker. What is the coronavirus situation in India today? For the 4th consecutive day, we are reporting more than 70,000 coronavirus cases. The total tally is more than 34 lakh now. Every day for the last few days, we are reporting 1,000 people who are dying due to COVID-19. And this has taken our death toll in totality to 62,000. While patients recovered are more than those with active infections, India now has the fastest growing coronavirus caseload of any country in the world. In this regard, India has even surpassed US and Brazil. The abrupt lockdown throttled the economy, and now many states and the central government, as a part of unlocking the country, are opening up the economy. This has taken coronavirus, which was earlier concentrated in the urban areas, to rural areas. Public health infrastructure is overwhelmed and understaffed and underprepared to handle the patients of COVID-19, and that is where the challenges lie. And this is not only the story of us, the urban and rural India. How much has COVID-19 spread across the country? We can gauge it from the fact that even an indigenous tribe in Andaman and Nicobar, which is protected, is threatened by COVID-19 pandemic. On Thursday, authorities in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal said that they had found at least 10 cases of the virus among the endangered Greater Andamanese tribe, which is one of the 5 vulnerable tribes living in the Andamans. 6 members of the tribe tested positive a few weeks ago. Medical workers carried out testing of all the 60 members and found out 4 more positive cases. A remote tribe in Andaman and Nicobar Island has been infected by coronavirus, and our government is yet reluctant to clarify whether we have community transmission or not. This is not to suggest that efforts are not going on at all. The vaccine trials are being conducted and testing rate has improved too. But is that enough to arrest the spread? Evidence shows that the spread has indeed increased, so whatever we are doing, it is not enough. But how are we going to move forward if those sitting in the chair keep cutting off the voices that try to warn us about the disaster to come? So when we wonder how did we come so far in terms of the pandemic, remember H. Vasant Kumar and remember that his warning fell on deaf ears. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.